Well. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is out here on a PR media tour. We have to talk about it. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has seen more media men than Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips combined. Sir Jim Ratcliffe actually has it's like, I don't know what has happened. Is the protest? He's just decided, I'm coming out the house. I am going out the house and I'm going to make my voice heard, make my face seen. I wish he talked like this before buying Manchester United so we know and get a little bit of insight on what it is he's thinking and how he is thinking. Because I tell you what, telling people your intentions helps them interpret your decisions much better. Not only that, we understand and give you the benefit of the doubt in your decision making. But if you just make decisions and not give context, not give intention, not give the history behind how you got to that decision, you actually alienate yourself and make yourself a villain very easy. So I want to first of all just say, big up to Sir Jim Ratcliffe for basically coming out and trying to communicate with the fan base. I know it's not a popular thing to big up Sir Jim Ratcliffe, but I'm not going for the popular thing. I am going for the thing that I believe and that I think, my own honest thoughts. And I'm starting to actually say this as well, or feel this. The more I listen to this interview, the more I start to understand some decisions, not all, but some decisions. And I realized that, you know what? Ineos is here just to clean up the mess of the Glazers. And our anger that is actually directed towards Ineos is somewhat misguided. Of course, they've made some decisions that are frustrating. Of course, they've made some mistakes. But really, deep down to the core of what is it that's making us angry about Ineos, sometimes if you dig deep and try and uncover that, you'll realize you're more mad at the Glazers than Ineos. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the plans that he says he has. He has a plan to build a stadium, 100K seat stadium. Wow. This is going to make us so different. It's another stratosphere as a club. So I'm excited to have this conversation. We're definitely not going to talk about everything that Sir Jim Ratcliffe talks about. It's impossible because he's been on a big PR tour. But we'll try and unpack some of the things and try to understand and discuss some of the things. My name is Botswana Papi. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're just joining in. Kindly subscribe, and even if you don't subscribe,
we will be there.
Football Power Hour. Before we go on to what the show is about, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his media tour and stuff, I want to say big up to everybody that's in the chat, and also big up to all my Arsenal friends out there. Don't think we forgot, Don't think we forgot. Don't go anywhere. Matter of fact, Shea Arsenal, I've heard people say, look, the wall was not where it was supposed to be. Like, all the kinds of excuses after excuses after excuses. Just hold that, all right? Whether you're an Arsenal fan or you are Liverpool or whatever, if you're somebody that feels like Arsenal was robbed, whatever. All I know is Liverpool fans are happy with us, and it's a rare moment to have Scousers being happy with us. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, to get that out the way. Shout out to Will in the building. Big up to Compost. Big up to Young Poppy. Shout out to Yale. Man, everybody that's in the building, big up yourself. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you're doing well and your loved ones are good. Also, Omo as well in the house. Is the protest did nothing. First question of the show. Does protesting actually work? Is this interview a response to the protest? Or is this an interview that is there to sort of like um, make sure that another protest doesn't happen? Is this interview being done, the timing of the interview, about the fact that right now maybe there's something bigger that's going on? There's going to be another club is up for sale or something. I don't know. These are all questions that come to my mind. I'm glad he done play that dumb 1958 protest. Almost says that dumb protest. All right. Great PR run by Jim before unveiling the stadium. Maybe that's exactly what it is. It's all in preparation for us understanding, oh, we have a new stadium. And what other better way for Sir Jim Ratcliffe to get his employee, Gary Neville, to be like, let's do an interview, and we will make it as natural as possible and try and sell this idea of a stadium, because that's what will get the fans buzzing. Anyway, one thing I can tell you for sure, confidently and honestly, is that I heard a soundbite that's from Sir Jim saying that he put in 300 M's in January and he doesn't know where it went. I was like, pull over. 300. Is this true? Are you telling me the truth? 300. Now, I don't know if you guys have looked for money before, but you know, especially if it's your own money. 300. I need to make sure that I don't misquote this. So we will listen to parts of this interview, and yeah, see what exactly is being said. I'm gonna go ahead and share the link in the chat. Kindly hit the like button. By the way, we have almost 10 people already in the building. I appreciate you being here, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here right here on Football Power Hour. So respect to you and a gratitude from me to you. 300 mil over a year, 200 mil at the start, and 100 mil in January. Exactly. Yeah. So 300 mil over a year. That's what exactly like I was responding to. I was like, wait, did he really actually put 300 over like the period of time that they've been here? That's crazy, because I don't see nothing for it. I honestly don't. So, and also there's other questions that come to mind, like, oh, is the timing of this interview actually good for the players on the pitch? That's one thing that I'm curious about, because there is this one that's been going around, guys. That's the first one I think I have to just bring up to light right now. There is this quote from Sir Jim Ratcliffe himself that will pretty much be mind-boggling when he names a bunch of players. He literally, okay, so first he's talked about Sancho. He says, for Sancho, who now plays for Chelsea, and we pay half his wages, we're paying 17 mil to buy him in the summer. We're going to pay 89 mil this summer for players we haven't signed. Even if we don't sign anyone this summer, we'll have to write a check for 89 million pounds, which is like, you know, of course, yeah, sure, that's no surprise. Nobody pays a transfer fee all in one lump sum nowadays, you know. It's all amortized, so it makes sense. But the first talking point, which I'm currently scanning for, because I do not want to paraphrase it by any means, because this is actually kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's smart or if it's no. I can tell you one thing that's smart is him talking about the job cuts and saying we found out that we even had a body language consultant on 175K a year. This is Sir Jim Ratcliffe talking to the Times and not the Overlap. This is crazy. This is wild. Like, a body language consultant. What bodies was he reading or translating? Like, that's an insane amount. But okay, on that point, I actually realized, I'm like, no, I support Sir Jim Ratcliffe on this budget cut. Body language consultant. That's nasty to think that we are paying that much money when we trying to save money, is trying to save every penny. Honestly, that decision I'm behind. It's not a popular thing to say that, oh yeah, I'm starting to understand some of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's decision making. This needs to be fixed. There's no way we can just become so complacent and become so mismanaged to that extent. Even the body language consultant was just like what are you going to tell people that's new as a body language consultant? Oh, Anthony Martial looks like he's pissed off, he's not getting game time. uh what are you reading, the player celebrations? Man, we need people that are actually concerned about what's happening on the pitch and analyze the body of people on the pitch, the body language of people on the pitch. Sure, if it's about that, and that, then that makes a little bit more sense. But I was just flabbergasted by just seeing those words. But I'm saying big up Sir Jim Ratcliffe for doing that budget cut. That was a necessary cut. But the first thing that I really want to just mention is that when he said this, if you look at the players who are buying this summer that we didn't buy, we're buying Anthony, Casemiro, Onana, Hoyland, and Sancho. These are the all things from the past when we've inherited those things and have to sort that out. As a player, when you're playing a Europa League game on Thursday and you hear your name just being mentioned, you're Onana. You're already making mistakes. You know that the owner, the person that's literally behind the team that bought you here, that brought you here, or the team that's paying you to be here, rather, let me say that. So how does that make you feel? Casemiro, how does that make you feel? I don't know. I don't know if this is a great timing, honestly, in my opinion. By the way, big up to everybody that's just pulling up. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's talk to Dr. NHS. Hello, Doctor. Doctor, you here? Well, while Doctor
Yes,
is
I'm around. I'm sorry, I'm here.
all right, all right. First of all, have you listened to the whole interview of
Well,
Surgeon Ratcliffe's
I've
interview?
been so busy today. I've been doing bits and pieces, but the one that pisses me off the most is the body language consultant. Once I got to that part, like,
Yeah.
of course, I'm like, I'm interested to know what else they spent their money on. You know,
Who thought it
because
was a good idea? Like, guys,
no,
we need.
I feel like you know how you try and hide your money.
Mhm.
They just, I'm sure that is not what the person was doing, or that is not what they claim. They, they
Ah,
hide. No, like I'm nosy.
it's a false.
I'm
It's a
I'm nosy, so I really want to know. Um, I really want to know what else. Like somebody has to hire a private eye, but then again, um, I don't want I don't want any trouble. You know, because if you dig into it, you might find some stuff, and then MI5, MI6, or whoever, CIA, FBI will get involved and get into trouble.
right, right,
And
right.
then again, also my imagination maybe carry me somewhere
Yeah,
where I don't need to go. You know, I've clearly read too many Nancy Drew stories, so my brain is just working
thanks.
overtime.
So SLD says the body language consultant is Luke Shaw. So that's one thing. But would you say that's a decision that you understand and back when
Oh
in it,
no, yeah.
right?
If that's the kind, if he comes out and says this is the kind of people they were hiring, that's why we're firing so many people, and behind him firing useless hires,
Mhm,
highly useless hires, and the fact that
mhm.
he came out and also said if they hadn't stepped in, United would have been broke by when
By like
November.
November, December. Yeah, yeah. He
Is
said
it of the just past November, December, or this coming November, December? Either one is not great.
I think he meant this coming one, but yeah,
But
it's
either one is not great.
yeah.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Oh my god! Then from what I watched KG's show today, and from what I'm understanding from what Wajid was explaining, if that had happened, we would have had to close the doors on United.
And liquidate the club.
You don't know how heartbreaking that. Oh my god! I can't even imagine. I can't.
He said, "Run out of cash." Would have run out of cash.
This
Not
is-
go broke.
At this point, yeah, I don't know. At this point, I am begging Qatar to come back. And I'm very sure Jim Ratcliffe will be happy to do 50-50. I don't care how, when. I want somebody with money to, and I know it's not gonna happen because it's another topic all over again.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know the reason why they're not gonna allow Saudi, etc. It's another topic all over. So
I like that you bring it up because for me, remember, like I had my suspicions of like, do the Qataris even, does Sheikh Jassim exist? Is he a real person? But like, the fact that he acknowledged that presence, I'm like, okay, maybe that theory.
he exists.
That theory. No, well, if you Google him, like these 10 faces that show up. But I'm glad that like at least that theory has been.
No, okay. Can I also just? Sorry, I'm reading I know I shouldn't read the comments as I'm talking to you, but I just have to.
Nobody says you shouldn't, but like
no. Like I would rather not because then I'll get sidelined and start talking about something else. I am not a flip flop. Yes, I said Onana, and I didn't say Onana would get 20 GA. I said 8. Number 2.
Are you sure you want to address that?
Yes, because SOD has been trying me for the past few streams. I'm sorry. What the hell?
I don't know if you're defending yourself or making yourself look worse, Doctor.
No, because I don't forget. I'm like Owen. Owen doesn't forget a name. He will clip it and come back. Anyway, and don't forget, you've been trying it.
Okay.
It's getting for me. I'm not gonna defend him anymore. That's what I said because it's getting hard to defend him. He's digging his own grave,
Yeah. So
when an African brother joins a company, or a team, you're like, I'm going to like support you.
Yeah.
That's me. Just like I'm gonna support their team. Dogu, Heaven, Kobe, who else? If you know Onana, Amad Diallo. Even better because West Africa, right? But when Igalo joined, I was his biggest fan. And even better, I'm a fan of goalkeepers.
Yeah.
So Van der Sar was my favorite when he played. De Gea, I loved him. Schmeichel, I loved him. So Onana coming in as a Cameroonian goalkeeper, I was like,
you just been mentioning all black people, then all of a sudden it's Van der Sar. What?
No.
What are you saying?
I said I've always been a fan of goalkeepers. So now as an African goalkeeper, I will forever be like support you, right?
Sure.
But at this point,
you'd really like the South African goalkeeper, the
one from the AFCON, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Vegeta, what's his name again?
It's Williams, bro. He's our captain.
Williams, there we go.
Even growing up, oh my god, I can't believe I'm not remembering this guy, the Nigerian goalkeeper.
Yeah, the Nigerian one. He plays in the South African Premier League, actually.
Yes.
Right?
I'm his like number one. Like, you can't tell me anything bad about this man because I will fight you.
But Onana is not a good representative for the African goalkeepers, right? Let's
He's not.
He's misrepresenting black goalkeepers around the world.
Exactly.
I don't know
but
when.
You know what?
We'll get another black goalkeeper after Onana, honestly. But
because it's hard. But you know what?
Yeah.
I always say that the United shirt is heavy. The United shirt is heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him. And I'm not going to ruin his name by pronouncing it because, yeah. But the United United shirt is so heavy, yeah,
Yeah.
that I get it. Even look at Anthony. Anthony is in real Betis doing backflips as celebrations. Scott
Sure.
McTominay just scored again in Napoli.
Sure.
Lukaku.
Let's stay on track. So like I'm
Anyway, yeah, let's get back to
Sir Jim and
Sergio.
the new stadium and like like is there anything also like how do you feel about the new stadium? Let's just say
I
that.
mean, it would be great.
Yeah.
It would be great. It's giving me a vibe of when Arsenal first moved to the Emirates in 2006. It was between 2004 2006, right?
Mhm.
And so like I would love for us to have that kind of a stadium, that Tottenham Hotspur's kind of like idea of a stadium,
Sure. So
where we play, not only play football, there's concerts, there's um stuff happening, So I mean, I'm all for it,
okay. We already have the biggest stadium in the Premier League by 12,000 seats right now.
Yeah.
But with this new number that's being thrown around, we'll move to 37,000, over 37,000 with between first and second, because the second biggest stadium right now is the Spurs one in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So let me just show you this so you can see how things rank really quickly, and then from there, like, I'm curious about other people's opinions. Guys, big up yourself if you're just joining in. We got a look out for conversation with Young Papi, Vegeta, and Professor as well in a moment. But this is where the stadium capacities right now look like. And this new stadium will make us like incredibly like lot. I don't know. This is big money right here, Look at Etihad, 55.
Yeah, let me just come in and say I've been to the London Stadium, and I'm going to say I went for like a food thing in London Stadium, and the Beyonce concert they had like a couple of years ago.
Okay.
At London Stadium. My problem with London Stadium is it's too open air. Like between the stands and where you get your food, open air is too much of like, make it be like a Spurs stadium. For those who've been to both stadiums, make it at least when you go get your food at the Spurs stadium, it's more indoor. So when it's cold, you can kind of like stand inside the Spurs stadium.
So,
like where they serve the food.
So, Doctor, what you're saying is you like this UFO that looks like a circus.
I don't like the mosquito net kind of
mosquito net. What in the malaria is going on, bro?
Yeah, but I understand why they put it there when it rains. It's probably one of those foldable ones where, like, when it rains, it comes out, and when it's sunny, it like retracts.
Okay.
I shouldn't have used those words because now my brain is.
That's wild, This is I don't like the look. I'll be honest. It's like it looks. First of all, the three thorns, whatever, three pillars. I don't know what you call them. They give some sort of like church vibes of something going on.
UFO
situation, mosquito net. I don't like it.
Durex.
Right. Like, yeah, toothpick.
That's the only part. I don't know what. Yeah, that's the only. It's like but from the inside it looks great, but just from the outside it doesn't.
Even when you're inside, that means you're gonna see the little the pole on the other side. Like, I don't know, what does that mean? So the sun, you'll see a shade of this pole on the pitch. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's well thought out. I don't know if from this view. Okay, this kind of looks interesting, but this, I don't know, not a fan personally.
Of course, like once it's built, it's probably going to look a little different, or probably as they're building is going to change. They're going to change the whole thing because of course like sketching it. I know, like on paper, it looks totally different from what it's built. But my question is, are they going to do it on the same site as Old Trafford?
I don't know.
The other,
Yeah.
and let's get back to the interview.
Yeah.
Do you know what he said? Something about the women's team, and do you know what? To be fair,
I
from
didn't
his
get that one.
thinking,
I haven't been there yet. What did he say?
from his thinking, I get what he meant as well. Like he was trying to say, Gary, of course, asked him about the women's team and why, like, there's been some criticisms of the way he's treated the women's team, etc., etc. And he said, the women's team, truthfully, has, yes, it's still my favorite treble. Okay, SLD.
Sorry. Just lend your point, and then I want to.
Yeah. So he said the women's team, comparative to the men's team, have done a lot better than the men's team, and he doesn't. I'm paraphrasing, and I'm trying to speak from my understanding. He doesn't really want to change what isn't broken. The men's team is more broken than the women's team, so he's trying to fix that. If the women, because right now, as of now, the women's team won the FA Cup last year. They've, as of now, in the Premier,
the men's team also won it last year, but go ahead.
But they've lost less games. Mary Epps has been one of the greatest goalkeepers we've had. Even the Fallon goal we've had right now has let in about 6 goals in. Like, what he's trying to say is, they're like comparatively, even individually and as a team, the women are better than the men. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, there's more problems with the men's team
than with the women.
Like,
I agree with that.
He's not gonna touch and change something that is wrong. Like, well, once he, I mean, I would take her. Hell, Ella Tuna, do you know? In fact, everybody on that team,
yeah,
I'll put. Who is our number 9 for the women's team? I keep on forgetting, but like,
I don't know yet. But please look it up and let me bring in. Okay.
Because I have the app, everybody. Click on download the app. There's everybody on it. Our number 9 is Melvin Mallard.
Okay.
Oh, she's great.
Okay.
She's from France.
Okay.
And yeah, I would take everybody. I'm looking at the team right now.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Casey from Brazil, I love her. Do you know what? If I start talking about the women's team, you guys would probably.
I saw a thread of women footballers that I was checking out. Maybe at the end of the show, if we have time, we'll
if we start
for this one.
We need a separate stream about the women's, the under 21s, the under 18s.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get tickets for the Brentford game, Brentford versus United, the senior men's team. But I also don't want to go because I'm scared if I go, we're gonna lose, and I'll be pissed because I wasted my money. So,
Doctor, have some confidence. Don't say we're gonna lose. Big up yourself, Doctor. Anyway, let me see if I can bring in Vegeta, because like this, I need some clarity here on like my bro Vegeta. You here?
Yeah, what's happening, bro?
There he is. Oh, looking sharp, sir. I like the sweater. You know.
Yeah, bro. You know, had back to work. You know.
Okay, all right. You look like you can achieve things in meetings. You know, you're like, all right, we got Mr. Vegeta here to build us this new stadium. So yeah, let's
bro, not that fish net, not
talk
that
to us
mosquito
about
net.
the stadium, sir. Like, what is your vision for Old Trafford? And
first of all, Paul.
Yeah.
This is so Man United, bro. Like,
yeah.
This is such a Man United recipe, right?
Yeah.
Where we protest and they think, oh, what can we buy them to keep them quiet? Usually it's players, but there's no transfer window to buy a player. So they said, Oh, right, we've got a broken stadium.
Mm.
That's what we need to give them. But before, let's go send our boy Sir Jim to talk to the people, to calm them down,
Yes.
to let them know, hey, look, guys, we
Yes.
know it's bad. Look at
Yeah.
us. It's
Yeah.
bad. But we back Ruben. Because remember, fans have been saying, are they going to give Ruben a chance?
Mm.
Fans have been saying these players are criminals. Fans have been saying you're not investing enough. He addressed all of that in the interview yesterday, right?
Mm.
Ruben is out. We're backing him. We understand it's not his players. They said all the right things.
Mhm.
And then today, poof, new stadium. Isn't that coincidental? I don't think so. Rich people don't do coincidences, bro. They
Yeah.
make more. Okay.
Yeah.
Now coming back to this design,
Yeah.
I don't know what AI developed this or if this is official, but no, guys. This is going to be too dramatic of a change from the traditional. And it doesn't look nice, bro. I don't even think it's one of those ones of, yeah, maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know what I'm looking at, bro.
Like, isn't there something, first of all, about just like this that doesn't?
You know what it feels like?
Yeah.
Actually, I actually noticed something. Have you seen the stadium in the Champions League with the stars?
Yes.
It almost feels like they took a shell of that and just added elements. Can't you see the shape
Mm.
of the netting? And it almost feels like that.
Yeah.
It's because there were other concepts where people were like, oh, that looks like Real Madrid. Then there were other concepts that were like, oh, that looks like Spurs. So it almost feels like they tried to be too different.
True.
Which is hard to do because even when you look at traditional stadiums, they all sort of had a look. Right?
Yes.
Boxy. And even with modern stadiums, they all seem to have a look. So
Mm.
it'll be very difficult to deviate away from what everybody else is doing because architecture it looks different across different ages and it's appealing to the people of those ages. That's why it almost always looks similar. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think they tried, take off the net. Let's see what it looks like without the net.
Take the damn net off. And also,
Yeah,
where
see
are
what
they
it looks
gonna
like
put
without the
Bruno's
net, bro.
statue?
That's what I feel like there's something under that net that looks like a good stadium.
Right.
I just can't see it.
Is
Bro.
it because we collect
Are they
so
trying
many
to do, like,
goals
Dennis
that we're
Horns?
gonna
What's
need a
going on?
net? We're gonna need a net to stop when Dallo's shooting. Like, what is the
No.
net for?
You know what's crazy? Maybe the net is there because Onana can't do his job, bro. Maybe I said, yo, maybe if we put a bigger net, the ball might be caught.
Maybe the net is because Old Trafford is where you shoot and the ball ends up in the net anyhow.
Maybe it's to make our goal scoring go higher. Maybe that's the goal behind it. Maybe they looked at the goal difference and said, you know what? If we extend the posts, we can't miss. Surely not. They said even Rasmus can score at this stadium.
Maybe it's a net because Garnacho hits the side netting so much they're like, anywhere is a side netting.
Everywhere is a goal at this stadium. Kick off, goal. Free kick, it's a goal. Maybe it's also to help us be better at set pieces because no matter where you shoot your set piece, it's a goal. It's about confidence boosting. Okay, I see the vision now. We're just trying to boost the confidence of our players.
That's what it is.
I see the vision in yours. I didn't see it. Wow.
And the 3 balls out for Erasmus to this.
It'll be funny, right? We'll have this huge net, and somehow Hoyland will kick it through those posts.
Oh no. Not the one area where they
You'll somehow find a way to get it to those posts. Are there any TVs, bro? I see the concept art, and the only thing I see there's a digital. Man, this guy said 3-0. That's very ambitious. 3-0.
Oh, it even has a score line. Oh, we're the home team with the 3. I see it now. I see it. We're winning 3-0 already. No, I didn't see this part,
I think Sir Jim consulted somebody in South Africa. They said, no, you have to talk it into existence, Sir Jim. You have to speak it into existence.
Imagine
Because if you speak it into
and
existence,
we're winning 3-0. Wow, 3-0 is crazy. Not right. Jesus.
where's the TVs, bro? What about VAR? All we see,
No,
you know,
yeah,
it
no,
feels
no, no. I think they did mention there's talk that there's gonna be like a state of the art, like really impressive like technology, smart TVs and TVs that the manager can't punch. You know what I mean? They're actually like really trying to make it you know world class and modern as much as possible. You know.
Do you know what I saw that's very cool from another stadium? There
Uh-uh.
was a stadium that has like a hotel suite, and when you open the curtains, it's the stadium, bro. Literally, you at the stadium. So like it's got like a lounge and your bedroom, and then
Mm.
there's also a TV for you to watch the other games. So like you could literally be watching United and Super Sunday at the same time, bro.
Oh.
That is such a cool concept, bro. I saw this like some stadium in Europe somewhere.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, either way, I mean, for me,
Yes. You
I,
know what I mean?
my initial thoughts is just like, okay, the architecture may not be right, but I'm all for the concept of a new stadium. I like,
Yeah, we definitely wanted one, bro. I just feel like the timing of it is like we
but
protest and then you give stadium. Maybe we should protest every day. We'll get what we want.
but
How about that, bro? Every day we shut down Old Trafford. Those guys in Manchester must come here to Tembisa in South Africa so we
yeah,
can teach them how to
see,
close the roads. Because
exactly,
when we when we go marching,
yeah,
we put tires in the street, we put stones in the street, we tell people don't go anywhere. You leave, you are the enemy as well. You are
yeah,
also the enemy. Stay
yeah.
at home. We must
So,
teach those guys, and they must
so
stop saying Glazers up, Glazers up. No, say house, house,
Ay,
house,
ay,
house,
ay,
Steve Buffon, house,
ay,
house,
ay, ay,
the Glazer, house,
ay,
house.
ay, that's how the toy, bro. You gotta teach people that protesting is an art. It's not like you're
Exactly,
doing
bro.
it wrong,
You have
bro.
to have rhythm, bro. They must know we mean
Right?
business. Yeah.
Yo. But this Sir Jim interview, has it made Sir Jim more human to you, more relatable to you? Do you understand
Uh,
a little bit of his decision making, or it didn't work on you?
can I be honest? I was watching the red carpet on UV, and the one thing I agree with, which I've been saying, that one person said was, the Glazers have somehow made us forget who the true enemy is. And I think to a degree, Sir Jim being this honest, because I don't think anything he said there was a lie, bro. Everything he said, it's true. We can see it. The
Mm,
players are not showing up. The manager doesn't have his players. The other guys did nonsense. He did say that. He said the other guys did nonsense, guys. We're trying to fix.
mm,
So to a degree, I hope it reminded people who the real enemies are. It's
mm.
the ones who are in the background, who are looking for strategic alternatives. And yes, maybe we can say that these guys are stupid for giving them the strategic alternative,
Yeah,
but they wanted a way in, and this was the way in
this was the
for them.
only way in, quite
For
frankly.
them,
Yeah,
I don't have billions, bots. I didn't have 1.2 billion to
yeah,
even be a strategic alternative.
yeah,
So, and that's me. I would love to own my club.
yeah.
I would.
Do you know like when Sir Jim, there's something that Yali mentioned and I was mentioning earlier on, that like Sir Jim said, I put 100 mil in January. I don't know where like we got Dorgu, Haven, and then we don't know where the rest is.
No, but like, but let's be honest, but if
Yeah,
besides how the season is going,
yeah,
the guys with the Glazers, not the Glazers, the Ineos guy signed. Well,
yeah.
are they that bad, bro? The late hasn't been garbage, in my opinion. When used properly, he's a competent centre back.
Mhm.
Mazarawi, we were raving about him even when we were wanting to get rid of Ten Hag. Remember that?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
the steal. So Xerxes, people wrote off. All of a sudden, people are saying, "Oh, I see a player."
Mm,
Who else did we buy in the Ugarte, bro? Look at what life looks like without Ugarte, bro.
yeah.
So to a degree, they are right. We forgot who the enemy was, because a lot of the nonsense that we are facing now isn't because they hired Dan Ashworth, which was a mistake, or they failed to fire Ten Hag on time.
Yeah.
It's because other people did nonsense. They were buying people to sell shirts Yeah. They were buying people to sell shirts, so there were commercial deals. They were overpaying people, even when people are telling them the player's not worth that much. Even when they were being told Anthony's worth 40, no, we'll pay 80 at the end. They did that, the Glazers. So that's what I'm saying. It was a good interview in a sense for transparency. I think that was them being transparent to a degree about their plans.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that he still thinks 3 seasons, because that's what he also said. He said, look, guys, we're on track. We think we can still achieve what we want to achieve in 3 seasons. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. But the real devils were exposed because they're the ones who did the shenanigans, bro, since 05. And we had idiots like Tim Howard saying it's their club, they bought it. No, they didn't buy nothing. They went to borrow money to buy our club. It's not their money, technically. They haven't invested in us. They've gotten a lot from us. Don't get us wrong. Those dividends are dividending, hey? Nice. But they've never been a benefit to us, to a point where even people are questioning Sir Alex now. That's how rubbish those guys are. You understand? So kudos to Sir Jim. He's not hiding. I'll say that much. He's taking interviews. He's at stadiums. So he's accessible.
Yeah, that's something that's different and actually more accessible than the Glazers or any.
A Ponytail squad hasn't been accessible, bro.
So yeah. As all these says, it's like me asking boss to borrow me money to impress a girl.
and then they're gonna say, no, we want I borrow money from bots, but I want bots to be successful. Chief, when is bots going to invest in himself when he's taking money from you?
You
are the problem. You are the leech.
Craziness, bro. I just hope that this design is changed, revamped somehow, because I am not a fan.
I can design something better, bro.
Bro,
if they want to give me free money,
bro.
If they want to give me free money, they must. What is this, bro? The net. No.
Yeah, this guy. There are some hands putting on the net. You know, Vegeta. We have African parents, brother. Like, it's already a tough thing to tell them that you're supporting a club that's called the Red Devils, and now they have this like church thing architecture going on. I'm like, no, it's not the Red Devils, it's Manchester. We even have a player called Heaven playing for us.
People always said that. How do you reconcile being a Christian with supporting the Red Devils?
Yeah,
I said either way, I was winning. Like, my team was winning I'm winning in heaven. It makes sense. I like to win. So I must be Arsenal and be a loser. Come on.
Nah, hell no.
No ways.
And anyway, the nickname Red Devils came in the 60s, so it's like one of those things that, like,
what we should start doing
before the nickname. So
we should go back to our roots and just say, no, guys, green and gold. What is this Red Devils?
Right.
What are you guys talking about? Newton? Come on. What are you guys talking
about? Yo, big up my bros. Big up Vegeta, man. Legendary call. Guys, make sure you check him out on the Halftime with Vegeta Saba. That's my brother right there. And we'll play Red Heaven. It's called Red Heaven, says Kenny. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough, guys, when you're an African and you're from a God-fearing household and you're like, what? And your mother finds out they're called Red Devils. Oh, Lord. But anyway, let's talk to men like Young Papi in the building. Young Papi, you there?
You can hear me?
Yeah. You sound like you're driving again. Are you driving?
No.
Oh, you just out and about. Oh, you outside. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah.
All right. How's bro? So you see the new stadium. That where you are right now, it looks like you might get inspiration for better architectural ideas than what we've been seeing, bro. I don't know your thoughts on it. Maybe let's start from there. Are you excited about it or no?
I mean, I guess I'm always excited for new things. I was reading somewhere it said you could see this stadium from like the outskirts of Liverpool and stuff like that. You know how crazy that sounds?
No.
We're just gonna be shining on Liverpool like that.
Say that part again. You said like the new stadium.
Okay, from the outskirts of Liverpool, right? Like actual Liverpool, like
Yeah,
the
you'd be able
place. You will be able to see the stadium.
Okay, okay. That's not a bad selling point. So Liverpool
Yeah,
will be able to see like maybe one of these pine whatever poles and and
yeah.
and and some of the
Here it
lights.
says parts of Cheshire, sorry.
Okay.
Outskirts of Liverpool and from the Peak District.
Whoa.
So this
That's
thing's gonna be huge.
okay. And do you see the picture that I'm looking at? Okay, I can see this is the inside of the stadium. This looks like a club or something. What is this? Oh, this is like probably like a shopping complex outside the stadium or something.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna have a lot of that.
All right.
Yeah, that definitely looks like the mega store.
Yeah, that's the megastore. Man. That is under the netting, says Yale.
Like I see where it's like, yeah,
The stripping club. We don't have a strip club. We have a stripping club. Yo, I think they're still taking ideas. So in general, bro, you like this new because you just said anything that's new feels a little exciting.
yeah, yeah. I don't see the issue with it, to be fair. Although we're spending money on that rather than what we need for right now, but
Hmm.
there's only so much we could do. It's long overdue. It's not even their fault. They just stepped in and fixing the issues. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
We should have been had this stadium from years ago if that's the case, you know.
Sure. I'm not I'm not mad at the idea of having the highest capacity stadium. At the end of the day, we're Manchester United. That should be reflective of, you know, and I like the fact that like we like one match would almost like a full stadium would be almost twice as much as like the Etihad or almost twice as much as the Everton's Goodison Park, I guess. So it's like
Basically. So does that open up room for more season tickets to be sold, or
hell yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Hump
So
Sting, Hump Sting.
it's so much, exactly. It's just so much to look forward to. Like, you know, people
Yeah,
have waited years and still not in line for it. You know.
yeah. And they'll definitely have to revamp Carrington. There's no way they're doing all that and not um
I feel like they've been doing that piece by piece, like today, like type of, you know,
mhm.
like with these swimming pools and stuff. Like nothing too exciting, like, you know, but I think
Yeah,
they're doing it piece by piece.
yeah. The outdoor area that we're looking at, Ricky says that's the mega store and museum with performance spaces or a square outside the stadium makes the space active instead of dying after the games. And I guess even if you come early for a game, you can there'll probably be like a place where you can go like watch something or like get more
Yeah.
options of food choices.
I was
So
gonna say too, when Doctor brought up getting food at these stadiums and stuff, isn't it better food like at these stores outside of the stadium, like leading up to the stadium? I don't know if every club has that. I know United had that when I went.
yeah,
Um,
you mean like the
I don't recall Spurs having it when I went White Hart Lane
okay.
before, so I don't yeah, I think they had they had stores as well, yeah.
I
So
mean,
I just figure like they always have stores, innit? Which
mm,
with better food and not as expensive, I'm sure.
yeah. I bet this is gonna be even more expensive choices, more like, you know, um, not like gift food trucks per se. It's like sit down type
Yeah,
places.
hopefully I could like, you know, eat a steak with some mashed potato, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, type of vibes.
No food stores outside the stadium, just food trucks right now. So I guess this will make things better
Well,
in
yeah,
that.
trucks, stores, yeah, that's what I meant. It was definitely trucks when I was there. Yeah.
All right. And what about Sir Jim? Like, do you have more respect for him? Do you understand Ineos a little bit better? I don't know if you've managed to see all the interviews that he's been doing. Because
I know I haven't really been seeing the interviews like,
okay.
you know, consistently. Like I see like little clips here and there. Like, to be fair, I didn't want him to start with, so I'm just at a neutral right now. Like, I'm not really excited or disappointed. It's just it is what it is, really, at this point.
Yeah. But he's doing more interviews than say Todd Bowley. He's right
Is
now.
that always a good thing though? Like, do we really want interviews, or do we
Well,
want to actually
I'd
just get
rather
the job
Sir
done?
Jim get interviewed than Ruben Amorim get
Yes,
bought by
no,
Bayern.
100%. I would rather him have the interviews than Ruben. Ease
Yeah.
Ruben up, because it's like as soon as he came, his interview. Like, Torres, I feel like he focuses more on what he's gonna say during the interview than he does what he's gonna say to his football team for the pitch.
Facts. And now, bro, like the question that I was trying to raise earlier on was that like if the manager has mentioned you, like Onana, Sancho, Casemiro, Anthony, and like pretty much the owner has said like, yeah, we've overpaid some of these players, inherited some of these, which is true, but like
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that has might have an impact on some of the players, especially say Onana, for example. You know, hearing an owner, because this is like weird to hear an owner go into this much like detail about player names, you know?
Yeah, he was
Like,
saying something about somebody, what, with body language, whatever.
yeah,
I don't even know what that even means, but whatever. And that one, almost 200K.
yes, body language consultant. We had
That. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what? You can't just hire one when you really need them, like, for like that time being, like, instead of, you know, paying somebody 200K yearly for that. Like,
Well,
that's
I thought
mad.
maybe that's what the consultant does. Like they come in when they're needed, and I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know the details of that position because you can have a full-time consultant and a part-time. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that they're doing budget cuts and stuff like that. But my
Yeah,
point
they're actually looking at the budgets and stuff.
at the budget, because it's all about, even with there's something, this is, I haven't heard the part this part of the interview, but I saw a quote that said, you know, he told Sir Alex Ferguson, listen, this is what's going on, and then Sir Alex Ferguson like went home and thought about it, and then he was like, listen, okay, cool, I don't need to be getting the salary anymore, like, and that money was like them part of like the cost cutting like campaign, you know. And
Yeah.
he made it feel like yeah, it came from Sir Alex Ferguson to say, listen, I don't need to be collecting these checks for attending games and being the ambassador, you know.
Right.
But you know, for me, I'm just more concerned about the impact of this, the owner talking about you as a player, and you're going to be playing a game, probably the most important game of the season, on Thursday, and this interview comes out whatever on a Tuesday, and yeah, and there's just so much, or Monday, or
See, that's where it's like, you know, they're doing something behind the scenes where it's just
yeah,
hindering the players.
yeah, it's a little bit crazy.
These sort
By
of
the
interviews are best said in like summertime and football on the off season, I should say. You know,
yeah, what's wrong with that? Do the interview then. That's such a, when the season
like
is done, like, and we're not, you know, in a place where like what you say could potentially, because Ruben's press conference is going to be like, oh, what did you feel about Sir Jim saying this? What about this other thing that Sir Jim said? What? And we're like, wait, hold on a second. If you're the manager and you're doing the presser with a player, and the player is being, you know what I mean? It just creates an unnecessary pressure and cloud that didn't need to happen at this point in time, in my opinion. You know?
yeah, for real. It's all about timing, and I feel like they know what they're doing, and they're doing it to, I guess, get back at us fans, maybe, or just,
Yeah.
you know, help us realize that we're not there. So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They like, it's just weird, you know. I hate to compare, but like, okay, you look at Chelsea.
Yeah.
They got a new a new owner.
Mhm.
Spend $1 billion like that. No problem. We got a new owner,
Mm.
and it's like, what are we getting with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Incredible. Guys, we have almost 20 people watching, but the likes are like not liking right now. I don't know what's going on. Kindly hit the like button if you're here.
It's
Well,
okay to forget.
it's okay to forget sometimes and you just been tuning in, but just make sure you hit the like button. Also, breaking news from Kenny Fan TV, Gary Driscoll has been sacked. Gary Driscoll. If you don't know who Gary Driscoll is, I feel like he's the guy we got from Arsenal, who is the medical
Yep.
head.
Yes. Thank you.
And
Finally.
we
I
don't
was
really,
asking for that when I found out that he was that physical coach, whatever. I was like, no, no, no. It's like Arsenal had this problem for years. I
yes,
watched it. I laughed about it. I
yes,
teased my brethrens about it and all, And now
yes.
we go and get him.
For real, for real. This is a big step in the right direction because Gary Driscoll was a 007 agent in my opinion, and not really doing his job. So also want to give a special thanks to men like Esco for gifting a membership. Guys, if you have received a membership from Esco, kindly say thank you, Esco. And I think he gifted it to ATS Travels. So that is big up to Wajid, and say don't forget to say thank you to Esco. And also Overhead Kick TV was gifted a membership. Timo, NN, and Mitch, as well as LB, as well. Big up to you guys. Thank you so much for hitting the like button and also becoming a member. Now, this is big. This is crazy. I wonder what somebody like Dr. NHS has to say about this. But before we go back to Dr. NHS, I want to bring the professor in the building as well. Let's talk to the one and only, the professor himself. Man, like Professor Omo Solo.
Yeah, it's your timing. Don't worry. You need a timer from KG channel.
You know what? Joe has sent me a timer, and I'm after this show, I'm gonna practice it. I try and practice using it right before a show or right before I watch along, and then I never have enough time for so like now I'm gonna do it when I have time. So thank
Listen, I'm gonna be quick with this. You see that whole stadium thing? Thank God for that, because that was needed. Like I don't care about no Old Trafford thing. Like, do you want to be Manchester United or do you want to be Manchester Red? Do you want to be Manchester United or do you want to be Man Red? If you play Pro Evolution Soccer, you know the meaning of Man Red.
yeah.
We've been Man Red for so long, and now like the new setup should not be called Old Trafford. It should not be called Old Trafford.
What should be the name?
I don't know, but it should not be Old Trafford.
No.
It could be anything but Old Trafford. Leave Old Trafford at Old Trafford. The stadium gonna have a new name.
What about New Trafford?
No. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you can put New Trafford so long as not Old Trafford. Keep Old Trafford away from it. We don't want nothing to do with that stadium. And what they put up was a concept art of how it can be. Like anything can change from going on forward. Like it is what it is. Like I'm looking at Real Madrid and their stadium is closing when it rains.
Real Madrid Stadium is closing. Did you just say that?
Yeah, when it rains.
So
It closes when it rains.
well, we have a net. We have a rain.
Yeah, that's what I said. I wonder what they want to do with this. I don't think it's a net. It got to be something. Maybe something that they figured out. But so when it rains, just close the stadium. Like if let's see, if Lady Gaga want to do a concert there, I want to be there.
Yeah,
I want to be there.
So this is a very interesting point that you're raising,
Oh,
bro.
that's the next big thing. Like when the concert coming, we're not going to London Stadium no more. You come to New Trafford. Concert is at New Trafford now. London Stadium who? New Trafford.
Why is it an arena? Trident Arena. Nah.
It's probably going to be something like Ineos. That why I think Ineos didn't want their sponsorship from Tottenham Stadium. Everything is lined. Everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. And that protest that 1958 did was foolish. Was dumb. Because I know white sides do a protest now. We should have been done a protest from back in the day when since Jim Ratcliffe came in. They should be doing protests nonstop. But no, you want to do it now. Get out of here with that protest nonsense. I already told them they're weak. They're blocked on Twitter. They're blocked on Twitter. I told them that you're weak.
So, in your opinion, protesting is
You know, if you want to protest, you gotta be consistent with it. You can't just pick and choose. It's a consistency thing. You can't. The last protest they did was during the sale. Do the sale to now. How long has that been? A year plus? If they protest like once a month or twice a month to now, something will happen like half midway through the season. But you're picking times. Are you gonna do it this time? When the next protest? Next year.
Protesting after we lose is not it for me. It's like protest when we win as well. Like that's the thing that
you got to be consistent. When do you think the next protest is gonna be? Next year? We're in March. The protest will be next year. I don't know when, but it's gonna be next year. Like, bro, you're gonna be consistent with protest. Do it every month. Like every month at a certain day or a certain week. You're not boom, boom, boom. We're doing a protest this week. Boom. Consistency. We're not like it was a one-up. The protest seemed like a one-up. And you know what Jim Ratcliffe said in the interview? He said, "Yeah, I saw the protest. The protest because we were 14th. This man downplayed the protest. The protest was for the Glazers and Indians or wanted them to sell. That's what the protest is about. Jim Ratcliffe came in and said, "Yeah, the protest because we were 14th. He downplayed it. I love it. I love it. If they want it because of the next month, I should hear about protest. Next month, they should protest next month. April protest, May protest, June. Then we know, like, oh, we're doing this every month. It's not like a one-off thing. You're doing it in 1 month. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. And you know what? If you see on my Twitter, I'm not sure if you know what my Twitter name is.
I know it because I think I'm following you.
Yeah. If you see my pinned tweet, you will see
shout it out so that people can also
the Twitter name is almost sort of DZG.
Yeah.
You can see on my pinned tweet if you put it up.
Okay.
I've been consistent with this. Like reading is fundamentals. When you people look at those accounts that say MUFC Arena, United District, look at it. Scroll down. Look at our pinned tweet.
Hold on. What is this? What's this Bilbao thing? What is this?
Oh, that was for when ETH was here. I said ETH will never see this date. I said ETH will never see that date.
This guy. Okay, all right.
Look at the pinned tweet. Look at the pinned tweet. Consistency is key. Because I read the article, I read the Athletic, I screenshot it, and I posted on my Twitter.
Well, let's read the paragraph for people that are not.
This was after the Liverpool loss.
Okay.
We lost to Liverpool.
So the posting says from Berrada, in terms of the contract, that was a decision that was taken prior to both of our arrivals.
ETH contract.
But as I said before, we're very happy with that decision. Eric has our full backing, and we have worked very closely together, as Dan said before.
And what did Jim Ratcliffe say? Jim Ratcliffe said, like, when ETH got a contract, they were not here. He said it in the interview. He said, they were not here at the time. So I had to make a decision. So the decision was to give ETH his contract. Listen, there's some things I was reading what's going on so you could know what's actually going on. It's not headlines.
Wajid says it's actually a monthly thing. This one just got more popular, more coverage. That's all.
Oh, okay. I apologize then. Then they can continue doing what they're doing. Because
even though you think that it's an ineffective.
No. You see, my thing is, I thought this was like a month. I thought it was a one-off. It was a monthly thing. I apologize. They can continue doing what they're doing. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay. All right. So in
this is the one that got popular, I guess.
Yeah.
I couldn't see nothing. So,
and also probably because we were playing Arsenal, it became a little bit more like yeah.
Good. They should do it next month again for another big team. I like this. Good job, 1958 for this one. And pretty much, I'm happy for the new stadium. I'm happy for the budget cuts. There's more budget cuts because again, Jim Ratcliffe said it like, bro, we are constantly putting money in. We're constantly losing money on staff, on players, and I'm glad that he mentioned the players. And the interviewer said that I used to say all these players are not good. He said, no. Some are good, some are not good. He says he set up Sancho, we bought for 70, and now he's on loan to Chelsea. Like I like what he's saying. Like it's beautiful PR. I like what he did there.
Mm.
And then that just shows you the point, like more budget cuts will come. And he said something about like, yo, we have to cut this and that for the free lunch.
Yeah.
Yes. Free lunch for what? If we are winning leagues, I will understand, like, bro, we're winning leagues. We're winning leagues. We're winning UCL. Why are you budget cutting? But like, bro, we're not winning nothing. We are running like he said, in pretty much, we are running the club like the UCL club. And we're not winning UCL. We're not winning leagues. They said they have somebody doing the body, looking at body image, stuff like that. And that guy's at 175 a week. What?
Yeah. Body language consultant.
Yeah, on 175 a week. That's more than some players. So it's like, I understand the budget cut. And he said something about all those people that say PSR. He said there's nothing about PSR here. He said it like, if we are not no PSR issue. So that was beautiful. That was nice to hear. And I see that guy now try to catch him at some point, like, hey, you put money into the club. How about the Glazers put money into the club? And like he tried to catch him, but he didn't answer the question. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. But we all know the Glazers ain't putting money in the club. That pretty much is. So it's like the Glazers ain't putting money in the club. Well, we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna leave it at that. But I'm glad like how the club is moving. As in, more cuts will be made. We'll be here for the cuts.
You're happy with the cuts. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah. We're not winning nothing. If we're winning something, I'll be like, yeah. But don't tell me FA Cup. Come on, what are we doing here? If we are winning the league, we are winning the UCL. I'm like, okay, what improvement are we making? All those improvements, like we are running the club like the UCL club, and we're the Europa League.
Sure.
We're not even winning the league. We're not even challenging for the league, and the way we run the club. So like, we gotta pull a step back and start over again. And people are like, oh, we want to rebuild. Like, you don't want to rebuild. This is what when you want to rebuild. This how it happens. It's rough. People want their little patch job. They're like, oh, but you want to win this. I'm like, no. If you want to go through a proper rebuild, a top-down rebuild, this is how it happens.
I look at it this way. It's just like in a weight loss campaign, you know, like if you're eating a lot and not exercising enough, that weight is going to go somewhere. And Man United has been the club now that's been, you know, gradually gaining weight for the last
100%. And you got gaining weight and still fasting at the same time.
so now it just needs like a whole reset, a whole just like change of patterns, change of everything that we ingest, change of, you know, habits, and it just needs to really reform.
And the news that came out today too of them finding the medical guy from Arsenal. Beautiful things. Like these are things that need to be happening.
Yeah.
People need to get sacked.
Yeah. Do you like we still had the same?
And also, wait before you continue. The Dan Ashford, he said about it. He said there was clash of ideas. He said between Jason Wilcox, Barada,
chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry, clash of ideas. Oh, so he said he gotta go. And he put his hand up, said that's on me. I made a mistake, that's on me. But he had to go. I'm like, this accountability. It's not so hard. Just say like, yo, bro, you don't fit together. It might not work, it might not have worked, but like, bro, he has to go. And that's where we are right now. And that's what the owner back Amran as well. He said, "Oh, Amran, look what the players that he has to deal with."
He said really good job. Omo, he used the word specifically. It's like you're looking at my screen because I had the quote open, and he said Ruben Amorim is doing a really good job, and I was just like, oh, he added the word really in there.
He said with the injuries, he said the players on the bench, you don't know who they are, and he said, you look how much we pay our players, and look the players that are starting. There's a huge difference. I'm like, he got a point. He got a point.
All right.
They say I would say the biggest earners that are the club. And he mentioned the name, right? He mentioned Rashford, he mentioned Anthony, he mentioned Sancho. That the main three he mentioned. And the other one was set up from past mistakes of Haaland, Onana, Casemiro. Like, bro, he's looking at the highest earner. Like, bro, this people gotta leave. And no Big Daddy Casemiro, bro, Uncle can't leave it. Uncle is not leaving. $350 a week. I'm gonna sit there all day. I'm gonna leave one of my contractors up. Yeah. So I understand that I can't blame for that. That's a mistake from the Glazers. We gotta pay for it.
So it seems like Sir Jim has won a fan in Omo, in Professor Omo.
What a fan! I've been a fan since the moment he came in. The moment Qatar lost, like, bro, Whoever win, that's what I'm backing.
Oh well, I I will say big up Professor. Surgeon Radcliffe's #1 fan, men like Professor Omo,
Okay.
guys.
I was trying. I was trying to look for my old name. I think it was one of my old names. I think back in the day. I think it was Daddy Radcliffe. I'll go find it.
Get out of here. Gotta send him. Right, boo. He says, I'm gonna look for my old nickname. This is Daddy Radcliffe. Nah, this is wild. Guys, we've been here a while, and I want to just say big up to everybody. Look at this guy pulling up when the show ends. All right. All right. Let's just spend a minute with Ronald and then we'll call it a day. Ronald.
A minute, huh? Okay.
Yeah, man, we've been here over 1 hour, 10 minutes, sir.
Yeah,
So-
it's a big news, sir.
yeah,
You're
it's
not
a bit-
celebrating.
so okay. So tell me about it. First of all, what should the new stadium name be? First question.
I don't know, New Trafford, I guess, or whoever. Because I know for a fact, Surgeon Ratcliffe isn't pulling the money out of his, baho. But it could be called Apple Trafford. I don't know, or Amazon Trafford. I don't know, bro. Like X Trafford could be anything, bro.
Yeah, Busby
naming
Arena.
rights.
Somebody in the chat said Busby Arena, and I was like,
Nah, if you're thinking they're gonna respect the heritage, no.
they
Did you not
showed
see?
what
He
to
just
do.
shrugged off the people who have been at this club, the people who have been good servants of this club, who were just getting 40K for nothing as such crazy. It was not an individual thing, but they were getting 40K for funerals. Man, just cut that too.
They were getting 40K for funerals. What does that mean?
So if someone,
Dies.
parts ways, yeah,
Okay.
with the
The
world,
family gets 40K.
not 40K entirely. They get some budget to, go ahead and do the funeral. If they are not able to do it themselves, the club would just go ahead and do it. I think individually, people from the club did it for Cat as well, who was a long-time servant of the club.
Okay.
So it's not a luxury that everyone gets.
Yeah.
But like I think even for who was the latest legend who passed away? I think it was Dennis Law. Who was it?
Yes, it was Dennis Law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even for him, like bro, like if you have to take financial advice from someone like Gary Neville, bro, it's peak for you at the end of the day. He had to tell you that you could go ahead and put Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire in a lunch or whatever dinner, have like a meet and greet, raise the money from
fundraising
there.
dinner. And he was like, "Oh, never
Fundraising.
thought about that."
Oh, yeah, he's like, oh wow, that's a great idea. No one told me that, bro. It's your job to figure that shit out. Like, there's a good saying: if you can't sustain something or manage something, don't put your hands in it.
Yeah.
So if you can't sustain or manage Manchester United, don't put your hands in it.
Well, he also admitted that like the magnitude of Man United, you never really truly understand it until you get in it.
Yeah,
Like,
but you
think-
do your due diligence, bots. Anytime you buy something,
Yeah.
you do your investment analysis before. So what investment analysis did he do? Did he just go on vibes that Manchester United would be a good was he not aware of all the debt?
No, I mean they
The
did a
fans have been
long
aware.
strategic review, bro. Like,
But
it's
he's
so much
saying that
review.
he's saying he didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I mean, don't you at least look at that and say, "Oh, yeah, this guy's being honest and saying something that's real," other than like him, you know what I mean? As opposed to
It's not
That's
about
very-
real answers, but the thing is that in an interview that's done at such a magnitude of level,
Yeah.
you do get the questions early. If you're going to sit there and tell me that Surgeon Ratcliffe did not have all those questions early, that's a lie. He had them questions early. He had the time to figure out what answers he had to give. Why do you think Gary Neville got the voiceover for the announcement of the new Trafford or whatever they're going to call it? He did the voiceover on that thing, didn't he? So it's like I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Finish. I'm almost done with the interview. I haven't finished it. I haven't finished all of it, but
No, I'm talking about the video they released with the AI images or the mock-up images of the new
Sure.
stadium. I thought you guys were talking about the net and everything and laughing. That the net, I think, is going to be used in a certain way. It either could be it's going to be a power reserve in some sort of way. Couldn't be sunlight because you barely get any sunlight, but could be water because there's a lot of rain that happens,
So the
right?
net is gonna store water.
So it's not the net, bro. It's designed like a net. Don't get it twisted. It is not a net. It just looks like a net from afar. If you look at the mock-up images that I think, who was it? Samuel Luckers posted.
Yeah,
It doesn't
we
really
had
look
a
like a
moment. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't look like a net as such. It's just the design of it from afar looks like a net, but I don't think it's really a net.
They call it what, a steel umbrella.
Yeah, somewhat. Like, bro, there has to be a purpose of putting something like that of big magnitude over the head. Because if they wanted to go an easy route, they could have gone ahead and just done it with how the Real Madrid Stadium is or the Tottenham Stadium is. It just closed when it rains. So they're trying to do something there. I don't know what they're trying to do.
What we
but
know
I just
is
wanted to.
it's called like a vast glass and steel umbrella, right? There's 3 giant towers based on Red Devil Trident, those little things that Vegeta and I was just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah. The
church vibes.
trident and the away end at the top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a plaza obviously that's bigger than, apparently it's twice the size of Trafalgar Square. There's a red wall of noise. I don't know what the red wall does, but maybe I guess it insulates the noise so that maybe it's habitable for the neighbors as well, I think.
Yeah, all of that is beautiful, but what's your plan of
Yeah.
action, Surgeon Ratcliffe? How are you planning on funding this? Because from what you've just said till now, it is that we need to go ahead and do cost saving, and we need to win to put the money back into the club and also into the players. Because he's already said, bro, he's already setting you up for failure. He already said we have 89 million that we need to pay from past investments. So if you're doing past investments, right, and you're saying that's so one player is what you might actually get. So sales would be happening. He said, we're not going to be selling Garnacho and Kobe Mainu because of PSR or putting the money back into the club. But if something happens on other grounds, we might sell those players. So essentially, they're on the market. So don't get it twisted. The man just tried to play in the gray area, and I see a lot of fan base getting twisted over it. That that's amazing. Fair enough. The mock-up looks great. The AI images look great. I think it's one of the highest paid architects who was used to bring.
What's his name? Ronald Spider-Man. What's his name? This architect.
Let me just check it. Some Norman something.
Wow.
1 second. Just give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, whatever his name is, a lot of people feel like they could do a better job, and like Luke Shaw is the architect. Says
His name is and I say that as it is as I see, Lord Norman Foster.
Lord Norman Foster, huh?
And the amount of money he charges is, I guess, if it's a like a smaller project, like a residential project, he charges, I think, 10 to 15% of the actual cost it would take to build it. But since this is a commercial one, I think he's going to charge 3 to 5% of what it would take to build a stadium. You can Google it, what he charges.
Nah, this is a ripoff.
No, I mean, he's one of the best in the world. So his own net worth is about 240 million, bro. So this guy, he charges about like 2 to 4, depending upon how much the actual investment would be to build the entire thing. So just the mock-up itself, the AI images you saw from Grok, they charged it for like 2-3 mil.
Bro, why not just go for something just simple, like normal stadium? Like
no, because they have to be the best in the world, apparently. Because United is the best in the world. Are we the best in the league right now? No. He said, barring the players who are injured, the entire team that's playing first team, they're like wage structure and bill kind of looks like a mid-table club team, and he's correct because Mount's injured. All the big names aren't there. Rashford's not there. Sancho isn't there. All the big names that earn big money aren't there.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what exactly his plan of action is, because I would want that answer. Like, how are you planning or envisioning this to come into fruition? Because you asked the government to help you, and they could only help you with the site, like the area around the club. They can't help you with the club. So the stadium built would be your cost. The other facets that you want built around the stadium is what the government can help you with. So who's funding the club? Where is that money coming from? They're already looking for a private investor, as it has been quoted. They're looking for private investors, money coming in with no debt. So why would someone put money in no debt?
Yeah. Why would somebody put money in a place where the organization just chews up money? It feels, and yeah,
He himself said, I put 300 million of my own, and that's gone. Yeah, buddy, you gave 1 billion to Glazers. Where did that go? That never came to the club. It did it.
crazy.
So the entire structure is broken. I think he was asked a question about how Amarim is doing. He said he's doing fantastic, this, that, and the other. Then he talked about, players he has. So he's talking about the past with the players he has, or the players the manager has from the past. In a lot of things, he mentioned the past. But when you talk about Glazers, he said, well, we don't have to look at the past. We have to look at the future, because you're business partners with them.
Yeah.
So you obviously wouldn't want to go ahead and out them. You could have said the previous owners did not have a footballing structure. They had good people, but they did not have people who would be best in the business. We were able to go ahead, combine together, and bring more people in. Like there are so many ways of giving an answer and keeping yourself still in gray area. And I'm not saying that he's perfect. He's the richest man in the UK and still dumb. That's something to say.
But do you have more respect for him now, or is he more relatable to you?
Nah.
Oh, well.
He's a boyhood Manchester fan with a Chelsea ticket, season ticket holder.
That's well.
His son, his kids are Chelsea fans as well.
He says he wants to invest in Manchester and put back Manchester into
bro. He said that 1 year ago as well. What did he put in Manchester? Tell me.
300 mil.
No. I'm talking when he said, I want to bring Manchester back in Manchester, right?
Yeah.
All he's done is take the heritage out of the club.
No,
what has he brought in?
300 million, bro. You ever lost 300 million?
He did not lose. Bots, again, don't get it twisted.
No.
For 300 million. No.
Yeah.
This is the stupidity.
He says there's no money left in the club.
Bots, he was at 27%.
Sure.
The 300 million did not come for free. His stake in the club went from 27% to 28.7%. So he paid 300 mil for 1.7% more. Again, now why the evaluation is increasing is because if he goes around the 33% mark, that's going to put him at best, because obviously the Glazers own the majority of the shares, but a certain amount of shares is also owned by public facets, right? Because we are on NASDAQ. So he has taken that. So 300 mil amounted towards that. So it's not really that he put 300 million into the club because he loves the club. No, he got percentage increased in his own stake, in his own share.
Sure, I hear you, but it's still 300 mil going into.
But just make sure, bots.
Right?
Just make sure, bots. In near future, you're ready to go to OFOT.
Okay, what's happening at OFOT?
It's OnlyFans Old Trafford.
Hey, Ronald. Let's call it the Ronald Tunali Stadium while we at it. And Ronald's a secret investor, says Will. Big up to Ronald. Big up to everybody that tuned in. Doctor, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here,
What
waiting
what
patiently.
what did you say the name of this new stadium should be?
I feel like New Trafford is just corny,
Yeah.
so it should relate to our history. Named after maybe Sir Alex Ferguson Stadium is just too a bit much, but I feel like
But
it
it would be the highest honor to like
it would be the highest honor, and I
yeah,
feel like we should just carry the stands. You know how we have Sir Alex Ferguson stand
yeah.
and Stretford there. We should still have that in the new stadium, but it will have to be something to do with Sir Bobby Charlton or some,
Mm,
the Munich Ed is that to honor our history. That's
that's
all I have to say on it, because we can do a poll to see what everybody thinks,
yeah,
In the
yeah.
comments, guys, in the comments.
Well,
Bot has like 4K subscribers.
okay.
I don't know how many you have, but I know you have a lot.
I know it's not 4K. Nah.
I know. No. No, what I'm trying to say is you have 2,330
Yeah.
subscribers. To all 2K of you,
What? Damn.
put in your comments what you think the new stadium should be.
I can tell you the names from today's chat, which was
Okay.
like Onana Arena, Busby Arena, Onana Land from Compo Smurf.
Can we stop with the Onana jokes? Can we?
Hey, these are actual suggestions, Doctor. Please take them seriously. There is Sir Alex Stadium. There is also which other one? The New Trafford, we talked about that. There's also
Yeah.
Royal Trafford, Elon Musk Arena.
No, please, we're not doing the Elon
I
Musk.
mean, the point is the naming rights can be sold. That's a big money making.
Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, it can be sold. I will find the money to buy it then, and name it myself. Because the one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I don't joke about certain things, and that man, I have a vendetta with him. That's another stream for another day. You people really want me to like be angry all the time. No, I cannot. Also, them firing the Driscoll guy, thank God,
Yeah.
because of all the people you're going to go to Arsenal and hire their guy who they've been complaining about for years.
Yeah.
Mate.
I genuinely have a new name, Doctor. You're
Okay.
gonna love this name. Pods,
What's
you're
the
gonna
name?
love this name. Okay, and I've really thought about this name because Doctor said something, and I was like, well, it took me like a minute to come up with this name, but I'm telling you, it bangs. The
Pardon?
name would be called. I'm telling you, the name is going to be amazing. You would love it. It's going to be called Holy Trinity Arena.
Holy Trinity.
Do you know what? I
You-
understand the Trinity part, yeah. Dennis Law, Callum Best, and what's his name? Oh my God, the guy who just passed away. Hey, you people know who I'm talking about.
A doctor? Doctor?
I need 2 out of 3.
You
2
want
out of 3.
charges? Oh no, Doctor, no.
I don't want any charges, okay, guys.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
retracting the statement. But you're supposed to sit with me at this moment in time. I can't.
End the stream. Before Doctor incriminates herself again. This will be a question in the quiz on Friday. So yeah. I know. I know. I know. Why did the doctor do this? I'm fasting. Oh Lord. Yay. Hardship for the doctor. Yo, Lord. No, Doctor, I've been told if you see something, say something. So, unfortunately, should we call KG? Oh Lord, let's call KG. No. Should we call KG? I'm mentally fasting. I don't know. Yeah, but fasting is it's a big reason, you know. You can have mental fog from call KG. All right. Yo. Okay. Please. Oh, okay. He didn't pick up. He must be busy. He must be recording something. Let's see. Is he typing something? All right. No. Hey, doctor, you got off. This was on a technicality. Bro, I got woken up at 5 a.m. I'm fasting. Oh Lord, that's not an excuse. That's what shit. Yeah, I don't know what KG is typing, but I think he's probably busy. That's why he declined it quickly. So, all right. I was just making sure that my hands are clean. So, anyway, oh Lord, I don't know why you did this, doctor, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit the like button. Afternoon, Neil. Big up yourself for coming in at the end of the show. Yeah, we've been talking about the new stadium. What should it be called? Are you excited about it? Are you also believing what Sir Jim Ratcliffe is saying in his media campaign, media PR tour? And yeah, hey, craziness. What's happening today? There's Champions League action, or is it tomorrow? Let's see. Oh boy, how can I forget Liverpool versus PSG? We will be there. Wow. Barcelona, Benfica, Leverkusen versus Bayern. Oh, Bayern Munich have a 3-0 advantage. Barcelona has a 1-0 advantage over Benfica. Inter Milan has a 2-0 advantage over Feyenoord. But definitely all eyes will be on Liverpool PSG. Boy, yeah, we'll be there for the watch along. Guys, we'll be there. Make sure you pull up to the watch along. Shout out to you. Yes, I will send the link. Guys, how come we had about like 25 people watching and we don't even have 20 likes? Disgrace. More disgraceful than the doctor. All right, we out of here. Peace. Football Power Hour.